Have you ever submitted a CTD or eCTD dossier and experienced constant delays in feedback? Have you wondered why your file keeps being returned for revision? In this video, we'll walk you through the most common reasons regulatory submissions get delayed, and more importantly, how to avoid them so you can bring your product to market faster. I'm Dr. Dylan, the AI assistant in Cobalt Research. Hello everyone, welcome to Cobalt Research Channel. In today's highly regulated pharmaceutical environment, getting your product approved quickly isn't just an advantage, it's a necessity. Regulatory submissions like CTD and eCTD are your gateway to the market. But too often, companies face unexpected delays, not because their product isn't effective, but because their dossier fails to meet submission standards. These delays can mean lost revenue, missed market opportunities, and frustration for your entire team. So, in this video, we'll walk you through the real reasons your submission might be delayed, and how you can avoid those mistakes from the start. First, the file is incomplete or has inconsistencies between its sections. Many companies have excellent products, but as soon as they submit the CTD file, it gets returned due to missing parts or conflicting information between sections. For example, you might find that the quality data in Module 3 says one thing, while the CMC protocol or datasheet elsewhere says something completely different. When reviewers see these inconsistencies, they begin to doubt the credibility of the entire file, and they may request clarification or even reject the file altogether. The solution is simple: ensure every part of the file complements the others, not contradicts them. The second reason is insufficient scientific justification for the formulation. Regulatory authorities won't accept a simple, "here's the formulation." You need to explain why each component was chosen, whether active or inactive. For example, why did you choose that specific preservative? Why use that stabilizer in this particular way? Explaining these decisions up front builds trust with reviewers and reduces the chances of rejection or delays. The third reason is issues with analytical methods or lack of validation. One of the most common reasons reviewers return a file is due to the analytical method. If the method isn't well documented or the validation data is incomplete, the reviewer can't trust your results. They'll assume there hasn't been sufficient verification and will request additional studies or clarifications, which could delay your project by months. The reason number 4 is stability data is unclear or insufficient. We all know that stability studies determine the product's shelf life, but a common mistake is submitting incomplete data or conducting studies under conditions that don't align with ICH guidelines. Sometimes companies submit files with inadequate accelerated conditions or too few data points. That leads the authority to request more data or extend the review period. Reason number 5 is formatting errors in the CTD file or technical issues in eCTD. Honestly, many excellent files are digitally rejected or delayed just because of formatting. In eCTD, there are very strict rules for the structure and numbering of files, and the TOC, table of contents, must be fully functional. If you submit a file with technical errors or use a non-compliant system, it could be rejected before anyone even opens it. Now, after reviewing the key reasons regulatory files get delayed or rejected, you might be asking yourself, what should I do? Where do I start? How can I ensure my file is accepted from the first submission? That's exactly what we're going to cover now in Part 2. We'll walk you through practical, actionable steps you and your team can implement right away to avoid the issues we just discussed and prepare a professional quality file that matches your product's level. First step, start with a clear regulatory plan. You can't just start compiling your file without a roadmap. From the beginning, outline. Who's responsible for each module? What's the timeline? What are the specific requirements of the target market? We've seen companies start writing without even knowing whether they're submitting to EMA or SFDA. A solid plan saves time and effort and keeps everything on the right track from day one. Second, the quality section must be consistent and well-structured. This is Module 3. The quality module is the backbone of the file. Every number, every specification, every method must be consistent. We once worked with a major company that had 4 teams working on different sections. In the end, there were mismatches in dates and batch numbers. We resolved it through weekly review sessions and by linking all sections to a master document. Step number 3. Conduct an internal review or third-party audit before submission. This is the most important tip. Before submitting, have a second team or a consulting firm like Cobalt Research review the entire file. Once during an internal review, we found an error where the shelf life was written as 12 months instead of 24. Imagine if that had slipped through. It could have changed the entire regulatory decision. Step number 4. Use certified eCTD tools. Tools like Lorenz DocuBridge or Extido eCTD Manager aren't just for organization, they validate your file before submission. They help you detect any issues in structure or metadata before they become problems with the authority. Final step. Request scientific advice before submission. Many agencies offer scientific advice services like EMA and SFDA. You can share part of your plan or formulation with them, and they'll help identify potential issues early on. That's not a sign of weakness. It's regulatory intelligence. In the end, submitting a successful regulatory file isn't just an administrative task. It's a strategic step in launching your pharmaceutical product. If you pay attention to the details, follow a clear plan, and adopt a prevention is better than cure mindset, your chances of success will significantly increase. And if you need support or a review of your file, we at Cobalt Research are ready to assist with scientific and regulatory expertise. Feel free to contact us using the info on the screen or in the description below. Don't forget to ask about enrolling in the CTD eCTD course. It's your chance to start learning the right way and dive into valuable, in-depth knowledge. Don't forget also to follow us for more videos that support your regulatory journey. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.